of the Steelers. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff. Wow, that is going to set a tone for what could be a very physical game. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Steelers has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and a yard. Now it's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
A run with Dobbins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And stretching it out toward the sideline, but the defense gets to him. He'll be taken down for a loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, Second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
The second down throw is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. That's going to be caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And this is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
This drive will start on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over just shy of midfield.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Second down and 8.
Let's go now.
They'll motion over Metcalf.
Go.
And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. second down and 3. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Throwing now from the gun. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle. Now they'll set up to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Handoff here, up the middle. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Austin brought in motion. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Metcalf makes the grab again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So It makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. One final throw before the break. Going deep downfield for Judy. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the 3rd quarter begins. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
The kick is good. Makes the score from 14. Steelers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Strong. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This has been tough to watch, Mike, really for a lot of reasons. And when you talk to everybody around this building, they know the future of this organization rests on the shoulders of this young rookie quarterback. And there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be missed throws and misreads. But 4 interceptions into today's game, you find yourself trailing here. At some point, they got to ask themselves, is this rookie giving us the best chance to win now, or are we just all in for the future? Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
Back to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now he'll run.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll motion over Metcalf. He's going to try it here again. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
As hard as it is to have this conversation, at some point, someone on this sideline needs to say, is it better off for this young rookie to just remove him from the game, take a deep breath, and reset for next week? Because at this point, 5 interceptions in, you start being concerned that you're doing more harm than you are good.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here's a third down and 4. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got it. He'll move the chains. First down at the 47.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Browns.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. His guys have a first down. We'll try the right side this time. And just a short gain there, down to the 38. Here's second and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. To the ground, a first down run. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
He'll drop to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. Third down coming up.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, Not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Ready, set. Set. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it.
And he will score. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Steelers get back in it. It is 21-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They face second down and 7. They'll drop to throw. This is brought in downfield by Jeudy. And he will go all the way. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown Browns. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
Let's go. Let go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. They'll throw out of the gun. On the quick slant, that's Judy. Good work there to get this back close to a first down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Now a 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Let's go now.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. First and 10.
19 Tiger. Here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Going deep downfield for Judy. And the Steelers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
gotta be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one